The world has never been louder. Notifications light up our screens, messages flood our inboxes. We scroll through hundreds of faces every day, smiling, laughing, existing, and yet behind that glowing screen, something feels hollow. We've built a civilization more connected than ever before, and somehow we've never felt more alone. In the digital age, connection has become a performance. We broadcast our lives in pixels, hoping to be seen, validated, remembered. But each like is a fraction of what real connection once was. A hollow echo of being known. Social media promised community but delivered comparison. It gave us visibility but not intimacy. We've mistaken interaction for understanding. 1,000 followers and yet no one who truly knows us. Psychologists call this the paradox of loneliness. Despite constant connection, rates of loneliness have surged worldwide. A 2023 Harvard study found that nearly 61% of young adults report feeling seriously lonely. It's not that people disappeared, it's that our connections lost their depth. We replaced conversations with comment sections, letters with streaks, presents with pixels. Loneliness isn't just emotional, it's structural. Humans evolved as social creatures. Our ancestors survived through touch, voice, shared labor, shared silence. We built fires together, ate together, grieved together. Every heartbeat was echoed by another nearby. Today we still crave that resonance, but we search for it through glass. Neuroscientists have found that social media triggers the same brain pathways as physical closeness, but without the chemical reward that comes from touch, tone, or real human warmth. It's like eating junk food for the soul, momentary satisfaction followed by emptiness. This creates what philosopher Byung-Chul Han calls the society of transparency, a culture obsessed with visibility yet devoid of real vulnerability. We share everything except the parts that matter most, the parts that make us human: uncertainty, weakness, grief, longing. Loneliness is not always visible. It hides beneath success, laughter, and busyness. We tell ourselves we're fine because we're surrounded by people, online or off. But loneliness isn't the absence of others. It's the absence of connection that feels real. A crowded room can feel emptier than an empty one. Because loneliness is not a lack of company, it's a lack of understanding. You can have 1,000 friends and still feel unseen if no one understands what lives inside you. Psychologist Carl Rogers once said, "Being deeply heard is so rare that it's almost a miracle." And in this age, miracles are in short supply. Our loneliness is profitable. Every app, every platform, every algorithm thrives on it. The more disconnected we feel, the more we scroll, searching for belonging, for affirmation. But what we find instead are fragments, short bursts of dopamine disguised as a meaning. We've built an attention economy where our longing is the product. The paradox: we chase connection through the very tools that drain it from us. We curate our identities into brands. We measure our worth in numbers. And every time we compare our messy lives to someone else's highlight reel, the quiet voice inside whispers, "Maybe I'm the only one who feels this way." But you're not. That's the cruel irony. We are collectively lonely, together. There's another side to this paradox. Not only have we lost connection to others, we've lost connection to ourselves. Solitude, the space where reflection and creativity live, has become uncomfortable. We fill every silence with noise, every pause with a scroll. We've forgotten how to be alone without feeling lonely. The philosopher Soren Kierkegaard warned that the greatest danger of modern life was losing oneself without even noticing. And maybe that's where we are now, a world full of people surrounded by others, yet estranged from themselves. Loneliness often begins when we stop recognizing who we are without an audience, when our sense of self becomes tethered to how we're perceived, when our inner world starts orbiting around a digital reflection. But this story doesn't have to end in isolation, because connection, real connection, is still possible. It just demands something rare in today's world: attention without agenda, presence without performance. Put the phone down, Sit across from someone and really listen, not to reply, but to understand. Ask questions that can't be answered with emojis. Write something by hand. Look someone in the eye and hold their silence with care. Connection begins in those small, quiet moments when we stop performing and start existing together. It's not glamorous, it doesn't trend, but it heals. We live in an age where we can talk to anyone, anywhere, at any time. And yet, we've never been more afraid of each other's silence. We share everything except the truth of our own emptiness. That is the paradox of connection. The more we try to escape loneliness, the more it grows. Because loneliness cannot be cured by quantity, it only dissolves in quality, in depth, in presence. When we slow down enough to see each other, not through filters, not through feeds, but as fragile, complex beings, that's when the world starts to feel alive again. So maybe the answer isn't deleting our apps or abandoning technology. Maybe it's remembering what it means to be human in the midst of it, to bring warmth to the cold glow of the screen, to make digital spaces more human, not less. Because the truth is, we were never designed to live behind glass. Our hearts are analog. They beat for connection that can't be compressed into pixels. And perhaps when we remember that, when we dare to slow down, look up, and reach out, we'll find that we were never truly alone at all, just waiting to be seen again.